Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the year is 1912. The air is crisp at the port of Southampton. Before you rises the most magnificent ship ever built, the legendary Titanic, a floating palace, a triumph of human ambition, a promise that the future had arrived. Today, you are not boarding as a passenger rushing toward destiny. You are here for something rare, a private tour inside the most luxurious ship of its time. And as we step aboard, if you enjoy discovering the hidden beauty of history's greatest stories, make sure you're subscribed, because some journeys should never be missed. Now, let's begin. The moment your foot touches the deck, the sheer scale of the Titanic overwhelms you. Stretching over 269 meters long, she feels less like a ship and more like a floating city. The polished wooden decks gleam under the morning light. Gentle ocean air carries the scent of salt and fresh paint. But the true magic lies inside. We step through the grand entrance reserved for first-class passengers. And there it is, the grand staircase. It rises before you like something from a royal palace. Crafted from rich oak, carved with intricate details, crowned by an enormous glass dome that allows sunlight to cascade down like liquid gold. The clock at the center, adorned with figures representing honor and glory, crowning time, watches over everything. The silence here feels sacred. Every footstep echoes softly against marble floors. It is elegance in its purest form. To the right, we enter the first-class lounge. Velvet armchairs, mahogany paneling, crystal chandeliers, shimmering above. The room feels like a luxury hotel in London rather than a ship crossing the Atlantic. Ladies once gathered here for tea and conversation. Gentlemen discussed business and politics in low, confident voices. Everything is symmetrical. Everything is intentional. Now follow me further. We step into the first-class dining saloon, a vast room capable of seating over 500 guests at once. White tablecloths stretch across long tables. Silverware gleams. Menu once included oysters, filet mignon, roast duck, and delicate French pastries. Music from a live orchestra would drift through the air during dinner. The soft clinking of glasses, the murmur of refined conversation. Imagine the glamour. Imagine believing you were sailing into a bright and unstoppable future. But the Titanic was not only for the elite. Let's walk downstairs. Second class surprises you. Comfortable cabins, a library filled with books, a spacious dining area with hearty meals. For many middle-class passengers, this was already beyond anything they had ever experienced. And now, deeper still, third class. Here, life was simpler but still remarkable compared to other ships of the era. Shared cabins, modest dining halls, lively music in the evenings. Families emigrating to America brought hope in their luggage. Children ran along corridors. Languages from across Europe filled the air. The Titanic carried dreams as much as it carried passengers. Back upstairs, we visit something truly unexpected. The Turkish bath. Yes, aboard this ship was a spa-like sanctuary, inspired by Ottoman design. Steam rooms, heated marble floors, intricate tilework. Guests could relax, bathe, and unwind as if in an exotic resort. Nearby, there was even a gymnasium. Imagine that, in 1912, passengers could exercise on electric camels and rowing machines, while the Atlantic stretched endlessly outside the windows. Then there was the swimming pool. Saltwater heated, a rare luxury at the time. Every corridor reveals another marvel. The first-class suites rivaled the finest hotels in Paris. Some featured private promenades, Persian carpets, personal fireplaces, electric lighting throughout the ship, a technological wonder of its day. And yet, beneath all this beauty, hidden far below the polished floors and glittering chandeliers, were the beating mechanical hearts of the ship. Let's go down. You feel the temperature rise as we descend into the engine rooms. Massive pistons move rhythmically. Boilers roar like restrained thunder. Over 150 stokers worked tirelessly, feeding coal into hungry furnaces. Sweat, soot, and relentless labor powered the elegance above. The contrast is striking. Above, silk gowns and champagne. Below, heat, steel, and sacrifice. The Titanic was a masterpiece of engineering, considered unsinkable because of its watertight compartments. 16 separate sections designed to seal off flooding. It felt invincible, and standing here, surrounded by roaring machinery, you understand why people believed it. As we return to the upper deck, the sun begins to set over the Atlantic. The horizon glows orange and pink. Gentle waves kiss the hull. Couples stroll along the promenade deck wrapped in heavy coats. Laughter drifts into the evening air. Somewhere inside, musicians tune their instruments. The ship hums softly, alive, confident, majestic. In these moments, the Titanic is not a tragedy. It is a symbol of human ambition, of elegance, of belief in progress. Inside its walls were stories of love, courage, hope, and dreams for a new life. The beauty of the Titanic was not only in its architecture, but in the lives it carried. As night falls, the ship glows with electric light, a floating constellation upon the dark ocean. From the grand staircase to the humblest third-class cabin, it stands as proof of what humanity could build when imagination meets determination. And perhaps that is why we remain so fascinated today, because walking through the Titanic, even in our imagination, allows us to step into a world where luxury met innovation, where dreams set sail across the Atlantic, and where history was quietly waiting just beyond the horizon. If you felt transported on this journey, if you could almost hear the orchestra and feel the ocean breeze, then stay with us. There are many more hidden stories beneath the surface of history, and some of them are still waiting to be discovered.